This is going to be a DIV C match, the final round of ISC5. This is going to be between 2D20 and Mech Enjoyers University. Both teams are locked in the lobby, so we're good to go and get this match started.
Yeah, let's go.
Being casted by Bacon Lord, myself, and Django.
Hello, hello. Second cast of the day, back to back. More mech reaction.
Oh, I'm happy the GIF worked. Okay, so the MEU GIF works. It doesn't have a transparent background, but it's there.
The little wobbly mech, right?
It's there,
yeah. Yeah. All right, we're just getting right into it.
We've seen multiple different strats on this map. We've seen people be aggressive. The fights always seem to be around the Sigma side. So I would hypothesize that is what we see.
Oh ho ho. On 2D20 side, the side I'm on, I see Pure Brawl, 3 Hunchback 4 SPs,
hey,
3
that's
Javelin 11s.
That's a
capture and hold the resource points.
I've seen that thing. Hold on. Took a bit of inspiration, perhaps.
MEU is bringing a Warhammer Overwatch with a quick draw, and they're bringing locusts and what is that? A cicada. Locust
Cicada 3F. That's the peep cicada with the JJs. So
yeah,
either
they're definitely going for the mountain pass. This is interesting.
All right.
We have gained Epsilon. Kappa
Of what we just said. Yeah.
Push
so,
Sigma, and there's going to be nothing there.
Nothing. But they do get 2-cap control.
They'll have 2-cap for a bit.
For a little bit, yeah. Let's see how MEU's doing. They're gonna see this. They're gonna see the entire deck right now with these 2 cicadas. Yeah, there we go. Spotted. ER large on the cicadas, by the way.
Okay.
Not what I expected on the 3F.
So this push deck, they're gonna have to pivot, get the cap, obviously pivot, and then they have to make a decision. Do they hold the 2-cap and force them in, or do they send it?
And we can already see this absolute trading madness already being done. This poke damage and we hop
it's
into
it's not very much. I mean, they're hitting people for like less than 1% damage. Indigo's taking barely any damage.
Yeah, but you remember the damage is all going to the legs. You can see Paradox focusing the legs of one of the hunchbacks. So the faster they weaken the legs from the distance, I mean, they're just not going to have as much armor when they close in.
Yeah, they're definitely hitting legs, as we can see from your viewpoint there.
This quick card just has complete Overwatch right now. I bet he's giving calls to his team. He seems to be reacting properly. Seems to be trying to block the rotation here. They just want to counter the rotation, kind of shadowing the movements of 2D20.
It looks like the 2D20 is opting to kind of hold behind cover and to milk this 2-cap as much as possible. However, MEU, they are kind of pushing up. They're pushing up on this next ridge. So
I think they're planning to use the Locust to take Epsi and then have Overwatch.
That's really risky. As soon as they touch Epsi, those mechs are right on the other side of the hill.
Yeah, but as soon as they crest, they're going to get bombarded by blue lasers, and the Locust, I don't think the Locust will die.
Mech Enjoyers is on the move, possibly.
Yep. 2D20 is just looking to try and just not show themselves to any angle, but here and there we do see a little bit of blue laser managing to squeeze their way through.
If I was Dubious Squirrel, I would and just have free reign. He could come up here.
He's got an ER large laser, exactly, yeah, but he's doing the play I just suggested right now. He's grabbing Epsi, or he's looking to grab Epsi. He's making sure his team's, hey, Overwatch me while I grab Epsi.
As soon as he touches it, though, they're going to get froggy.
Yeah, let's see the reaction here. Hunchback's already ridge peeking, but watch how they get punished here. Yeah.
Hard slap.
Yeah, exactly. Excellent plays by MEU. Look at that. Let's check their legs. Hunchback, right leg already cored on Plato. And then Canadian is still fresh, but right leg already gone almost cord on one of those hunchies.
Dubious is using his machine guns, pushing in a little bit closer.
We can see Emmy's moving up even more with the cicadas. And remember, they have 2 locusts poking as well. So
I do feel like Emmy has 2D20 corralled very nicely, and they have
I
full
do.
control of
Although,
this fight.
we see on the flank here, what's this? This mech on the flank is trying to go to the quick draw. I think it's a javelin, maybe? Yep, it's a javelin. Sorta's trying to look to see if he can somehow do a flank.
They're pushing.
I don't
They're
think he's
pushing.
being seen.
2D20 is crossing the field now.
Okay.
They're doing the push in on the Warhammer of Red Pandas. Looks like they're primarying.
Yeah,
Indigo goes down before
The
getting
range
across.
is just too good.
Looks like they're focusing
get in
on
Red Panda's cockpit
Kathy
here.
Foxstar next.
I'm in Red Panda's cockpit, by the way, if you have that pulled up. He's just farming these legs
up?
from a distance. I mean, he's just playing this really standard.
Keith is not going to make it up there.
Leaf goes down.
Canadian Cyrus is next primary. He's going to go down here in a moment. Will he
Play
be able
those
to get
legs
some
out of
damage
distance.
off? He does get behind Red Panda, who is not quite there. Now he knows.
Yeah, but the locusts still have a fair amount of DPS, and the Warhammer was completely fresh.
Sorter
It's
might
so
be able to
hard to make
take
a
down
push like that.
Paradox in the quick draw. He's legged.
Yeah, he might get the
He's
kill.
going
There we
down.
go. We get a kill. These cicadas just don't have a lot of DPS, but the Warhammer in the back's probably gonna finish off the leg here. Yeah, in a moment. Although the cicadas kind of lost. Sorter's absolutely destroying Johnny right now. There we go. His leg finally gets blown up.
First drop
I mean,
of
that was
this
just-
goes to
Mm-hmm.
set up for a proper receive.
Yep. They
Nice
set
job.
themselves up for victory. And we can see in the damage numbers that a lot of 2D20 just could not get into their optimal range. They were just got picked right from the get-go. Only Sorter pulling out a whopping 500 damage in that javelin because he got into the back line early. Consistent damage done by Emmy, Bucks, and Red Panda with 400 plus. 2 0 bombs on the side of 2D20. It's just unfortunate.
It's going to happen when you have a full brawl deck and you're not able to close the
Exactly.
distance.
Exactly, yeah. Emmy played that really well positionally. They just had a very, very big advantage from the beginning. And it was a very good Locust play, very good teamwork. Make sure the Overwatch is there, and then having Dubious grab the cap and forcing a reaction. Because 2D20 realized their positional disadvantage and wanted to play the 2 cap.
Next
Of course,
map, by the way.
Emmy wouldn't let them do that. Yeah, HPG. Man, the javelins would have been really nice to have on HPG.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of other options. Very strong lights to play.
Emmy is definitely showing 2D20 that they are 3-1 in this div so far.
Mm-hmm.
They are not taking anything from anybody. Be curious to see. I really think there's going to be double-sided brawl here.
Double-sided brawl, yeah.
Double-sided brawl. Crusaders, maybe, on the first drop.
I don't know. I mean, Emmy felt pretty good with their trade there. I mean, they can always have like a Overwatch or 2.
Possibly.
Yeah. Hopefully the first drop didn't really get to 2D20 too much. They just need to shake it off and play their brawl again because their brawl can be really strong. It was just the map kind of played out not how they wanted it to. All right, T1 locked.
I'm trying to ask one of the other casters if they can change this.
And T2 is locked. Do you want me to get started?
Yeah, go for it. It's just loading screen.
All right, cool. Let's launch.
This Mech Enjoyers University. Sorry, Union, not University. Waiting for players to load in on this very quiet map. As we are in space, there are no sounds.
All right, I'm on the side of ME.
Crusaders.
Man coming in. Capture and
And we
hold
see
the
that
resource
Overwatch that I was talking
points.
about. They decided to
Stop
bring
any
one
hostiles
Corsair 7A that's
heading
probably
your
going to
way.
play the wall and be their Overwatch.
2D20 looks like they're bringing, let's see, medium pulse, large pulse quick draw, heavy machine gun medium pulse champion, medium pulse small laser fire starter, and then a full ER large laser stalker, and finally a quad snub nose grand dragon.
That's a popular one. All right, all these Crusaders have smalls and
Stack.
peeps. Small lasers and peeps on the Crusader 60s, 3 of them. So they used ME's using all their Crusaders right now in this match. They won't have any more.
Kappa is under
Medium
enemy
pulse small
control.
lasers on the fire starters. At least one. 12 smalls
Okay.
and 2 ER peeps.
Okay,
Pop
so
tart.
they have the ability to pop tart then.
Mm-hmm. We can see 2D20s just taking the
Theta
wall
is
here.
controlled by the enemy.
I don't know if they've been scouted yet. They didn't use the fire stars at the beginning. Okay, Corsair sees them now. And they're just playing aggressively on the wall here, trying to get into mid-range. Indigo Man's getting a bit bombarded by that Crusader. Hasn't taken too much, though. Let's take a look at Bucks in the Corsair here. Trading with the Stalker.
One of the champions fell off the back. Looks like he's going for the basement, possibly. They're holding.
Yep,
Okay, they're all
2D20
dropping.
seems to be dropping in general. I think they're just following the guy that dropped the champion.
Except the quick draw. Quick draw stays.
Firestarter drops as well. And Quick Draw's getting free damage, so he decides to stay up there.
Stalker of Indigo is getting opened up quite a bit. He's been on the weaker side.
Resource point Theta is ours.
2D20s in the basement, getting a nice big cap. These Crusaders could go down into the basement, and they're going to have plenty of firepower for that.
They will.
Looks like 2D20 is wanting to come out the back.
Crusaders are just pop-tarting Indigo Man right now. Who's doing that?
Dubious
very
might
good
be
job
scouting this. He doesn't see it yet,
He doesn't, no.
but he's keen.
Should be wary. I hope he has Seismic. Seismic, again, very, very
He's
important.
moving around too much for Seismic to kick on, unfortunately. He's definitely watching, and he's keen of that angle of something maybe coming out.
Yeah. He's smelling it a little bit. Crusader's moving up a bit.
Oh,
they're
no,
just
he
waiting.
might peek.
He's gonna peek, but he's gonna be too close to the enemy. Oh, he's
They're gonna send it on him.
Well, how do the Crusaders respond here? All of them look immediately towards Dubious's direction, and we're gonna have
Dubious
a fight
gets
here.
out for free.
And 2D20 might not have the Overwatch to fight this. I don't think they want to take this fight.
Well, they're not going. They're going for the back wall. They're going for this back ramp here.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Okay, now
like I
they're
said,
going
they're
in.
not playing an Overwatch, so
It's like they're focusing on Gahim in the
yeah,
Crusader.
Plata's being focused. Game is legged.
He's
Second,
late, but he's
champion
shielding.
gets
He's
focused.
shielding.
Mm-hmm. Game goes down in exchange for the second champion. Dragon is the next target. These Crusaders just have so much DPS close range. 3 Crusaders, 12 small lasers each.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's just, you can see
It's
just
too
the heavies
much.
instantly die.
Canadian
Yeah.
Cyrus is going to get legged here
Yeah,
rather quickly.
legged.
He might make it into the basement, but not for long.
There's no safety in the basement though with these Red Pandas
The
and
quick
Dubious are
draw
following
and the
anyway.
stalker have been shooting this whole time. Yeah, Leaf
I
going
think
for
Bucks
the
has been in the Overwatch this
Corsair.
entire time, by the way. So he was
Yeah.
also assisting while the other two and on 2D20 side just couldn't assist from across the map.
And he's been trading 2-1. And he's still
he has
pretty
been.
pretty healthy. His CT is his armor's almost gone. He's taking a little bit of strike damage, I'm guessing. Leaf goes down, and this
And yeah,
just have to
but
get
they
a
have
cap.
used all their Crusaders in one drop. So I mean, this was a very, very strong drop.
Yeah.
Very strong drop. Crusader Firestarter.
And a Corsair.
Theta
And a
is
Corsair,
controlled
yeah.
by
Pretty
the
strong.
enemy.
It's not a bad deck. I kind of like that. Having one Overwatch Corsair, and then you've got a really strong like bully pack with some lights. So it's a nice deck.
You can see how much faith MEU has in their leader Bucks to have him be the only trader on the wall, and he did an excellent job trying to isolate enemies, so he's only fighting one-on-ones.
Waiting for these post-game stats to load, and they're loaded. Yeah, so Johnny Black and the Crusader pulling 518. The Crusaders are all top 3 damage. But even still, Bucks pulling 506. Like,
Yeah.
the damage is pretty even across the board with the majority of their pilots. They were all, pumping the whole match. Indigo, man, in the Stalker, in the backwall trading, was able to pull 318. But unfortunately, their light pack, their push, wasn't able to really contend with the Crusaders. His Crusaders are just so strong. So they haven't brought the Crusaders out.
Yeah, they haven't. They
2D20
still have them,
hasn't, so they still have that opportunity.
Yeah. To be honest, I think even if they did have Overwatch across the map in that fight, I think the Crusaders would still absolutely have dominated.
Probably.
Yeah, it's just too much DPS and
Let's get that side swap going so these guys can get moving.
there we go. I think this is one of the first games I've seen where all the Crusaders were used in a drop, I think.
3?
At least in recent times. Yeah, all 3.
Well, we saw the 3 SRM.
Oh, yeah, except for that. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
5 Vs.
Well, I like to say it wasn't really. It was the 5K, I think. It's not really common to use all the Crusaders because it's just such a powerhouse. I think usually teams like to spread them out.
It's like it's such a better summoner. It's just like a better summon. It's just good. It can go off on the side of the map by itself. It has just all those small pulls. It's like if something wants to come mess with it, it's like okay, like
yeah, you cannot
let's go.
like engage it as a light mech on the flank, so it doesn't have to worry like a summoner does about getting killed by a light on the flank. So, and we can see players like high tier players like Crass constantly using the strengths of the Crusader to just take map control in weird places that you wouldn't see a heavy mech usually.
Team 1 is just about locked here. Team 2 looks like they're just about locked. Just waiting for Team 1 to say we're good.
All right, both teams lock up at the same time. We're ready to go.
Yep. So we drop 3. Currently 2-0 in ME's favor. We saw this with the last match, though.
We did see this with the last match.
I remember saying this, and
we were
Esrot
both
was able
saying
to pull 2 more wins out at the end. 2D20 to rip one from ME.
I think this is where we see the Crusaders. They're like, we need to bring out this. This is where their strongest deck needs to be in this match here.
I haven't seen a lot of drops with catapults.
I don't think so. Yeah,
which is strange because I would have imagined catapults would be played a lot more. So there's the Crusaders.
Yep, I'm on the side
2D20
of 2D20
brought
now.
them.
There we go. Let's see if they brought something maybe a little bit different. They brought the triple ER large 11 small laser Crusaders. Yeah.
The sides are backwards on the overlay, just FYI.
And then Brawl quick draws. SRM 6 small pulls, and then SRM 6 small pulls. So Brawl quick draws to complement the Crusaders, who also have range, and then we have a arrow as well, just with medium pulse heavy machine guns again, Brawl or close range DPS.
Yeah, they still brought the Stalker Corsair.
And what's on ME? We didn't really go over their max.
Well, they've got basically 2 or 3 Overwatch max and then a light pack.
Yep, we already see mega blue lasers coming from both sides here. Yeah, Corsair, Stalker 5S traders, 4G with ER large. Assuming. Yep, and then triple Vulcan 5S is just take map control and be a nuisance.
Watching these Crusaders fly across.
Did you see them fly in sync? I
Yeah,
saw them
dude.
from the distance.
Panning perfectly as they're flying. It's beautiful.
Oh, nice. All right.
Watching this push as they come across. They're trading with these blue lasers as they go.
You can get into Bucks' Corsair here as he sees the push come in.
All right, I've got the picture camera up. Watching this push slowly push across here. They're taking some damage as they go.
They are, yeah.
But they are dedicated to pushing this wall push. The Vulcans are.
I think it's up to the Vulcans to see how the respawn is. Let me go see what they're doing. Vulcans just popped out in from the low ground. Okay, they don't want to go from behind.
Quick draw is taking a lot of damage, but they're trying to get on the Bucks.
Yep, and you can see Johnny's moving back as Bucks is the primary
on
target.
the edge.
They're just making
they can't drop.
Right now.
They can't drop and follow Bucks.
Yep. The Vulcans need to get in the fray here. Yeah, one Vulcan makes it in.
One Vulcan does. The second one hasn't quite yet.
Okay. Johnny Black is now the primary focus.
Well, the problem is Bucks down there is still able to trade up.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Black drops. So this push, they're pushing him off the wall, but they're not actually able to get any kills. Leaf's
they're
already
just trying
down.
to push him off. Now Paradox is the main target here. Let's see if he drops as well. No, he gets legged immediately. Okay, so they're gonna get Paradox, but one of the Crusaders drops. Vulcans again just pop targeting from low ground.
They do get Paradox, but it costs them a Crusader.
And look at the
and
smart
2
positioning by
quick
Bucks. He backs off so he can get lines. He doesn't stay right below them. He's like, you know what? Let's still use my firepower.
Yeah, they need to fight away from Bucks.
Yep.
They need to fight this Stalker, and then kill the Vulcans.
Yep, they need to kill what's on the other side.
The Vulcan of Kahim should run away. He is. He's getting away. Very nice. Dubious is just staying up high shooting, but he's taking some fire. These last 2 Crusaders, I think they could pull it off if they're focused. It's just so much damage and they're an optimal.
Yeah, I mean they should rip these Vulcan legs to shreds. We can see Dubious is struggling here against those small lasers.
Dubious goes down. Kahim is also he's red legs. Bucks is back though.
I think, but
if the Crusaders go in the basement, this would be good for them.
Yeah, because the Vulcans kind of bring them away from Bucks right now.
Kahim is getting away. He's double. He's basically one shot both legs. Let's check the health of these Crusaders.
Red Panda still in the fight here.
Kathy's pretty healthy-ish. I mean, rear armor is like really messed up, but front-wise, good. Sorter, not as much. Both legs are really, really messed up.
Oh wow, yeah.
So they need it. They need to get this. They need to get this data cap. They're down here. They have full control.
Bucks is absolutely fresh, by the way. Absolutely fresh right now.
Okay, well, that's not good.
Yeah, that is not good. He's gonna go around. He's gonna cut off the.
So they're opting to not take this cap and give them. They're going out the back end. of this tunnel that they went in the lower area, the basement.
Mm-hmm.
They're turning. They're looking for these Vulcans. The Vulcans now
The
have
Vulcans are
full
both
range, and they're just
legs.
poking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both weak legs.
Yeah, they
Sorter's
are
now
largely-
legged. He's one touch.
Oh,
Sorter's down.
there we go. Bucks gets him. And Bucks sees the other one.
There
Yeah,
goes Kathy.
there we go. That was very well played by Bucks when he was the primary target there.
Yep, dropping.
And he was the primary target, and he didn't take that much damage. Like
They
he's
couldn't
still
get close
fresh.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He dropped almost immediately. He backed up, got as much damage as he could, dropped, and he realizes he's the first mech target. If they drop after him, the push is completely like destroyed. If they all drop for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he still doesn't give up. He positions himself to still get lines. That was very important. Still got lines while they pushed. There we go. You can see it in the match score. Bucks with 726 damage in the Corsair. Vulcan's doing well. Really good damage as well. Just even damage by MEU all around.
Bucks really having that Corsair able to just project damage the whole fight as they're pushing across, and when he dropped, he was still able to shoot up and get damage across. And 2d20, a good deck, but they just weren't able to close the distance in the way that was most suiting for them. And really apply that damage that they had. We should be on our way to the next Maparuni.
Let me change that to Crimson. Where we hopefully get to see more wacky decks, because that's where we see
let's see some wacky decks. Triple air mech.
Yeah.
Let's go. We want to see it. I expect to see full blue lasers here.
Yep.
I expect to see more Corsairs, Stalkers from ME with a couple lights.
They used one Stalker so far, I think. Yeah, they used one Stalker last game on HPG. I believe Johnny Black was playing that Stalker.
You can see a Marauder, an Annihilator.
Yep. Bunch of stuff you can use with these super heavy drops.
If you swap out of the cockpit cam, let me know so I can swap it back.
Oh, okay.
Or we end up with the double aerial view.
Thing is, I'm going in between cockpits a lot there, so you might want to just leave it up. Because if you got the aerial view, I kind of don't need to be in it. I just need to get out to see what's happening and then get back in. Because we're still doing some experimenting. We can see how it
Yeah, let us
how it
know
works out.
how you guys like the cockpit cam. If you think that works out, if you think it's bad. Kind of playing around with it, its position and how it works. So, Team 1's locked. Team 2's locked.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
Drop number 4, Crimson Strait. This is the 420 max tonnage drop. Both teams are opting to use 420 tons. Let's see what they do.
All right. I'm on the side of ME, and we see a Stalker, 5S, Annihilator 1P, Mauler 1P. So we see trade. I think there's Doc on the Mauler, maybe to help with
quite the
push.
opposite from 2D20's perspective.
And it's Cyclops. Okay. All right. So five assaults compared to the 4 from ME. ME decides to bring 2 traders and 2 DACA assaults. We see here Gahim is already seeing.
They're entering this area that no matter where you go, if you're pushing, and it allows good lines to just be shot as you're crossing this.
Well, they haven't gotten to that area. They're on cap
They're
right now, but they're
almost.
soon gonna. Yeah, and we'll see here. On the cockpits of
cockpit
of 2D20 right now, and we'll see how they handle getting shot at here. You can already see blue lasers coming in. So Gahim and that Stalker's scouting this entire thing. You're going for 10. There we go. And of course, they don't have heat vision, right? So just for simplicity.
Looks like they were able to get up to the saddle relatively safely, not taking much damage.
In response, though, ME's pushing onto the water now with their assaults.
Yeah, it's a good response to make, is to take the island.
Yep.
Because if they were to wrap around, you want to have that space to be able to receive.
And we see 2D20 just wrapping all the way around. They might be trying to take data, play D6 maybe with their close range. And at this rate, I don't think we see any scouting done by the ME lights. They kind of assume where they are.
Idea. Right. So Red Panda.
Yeah, Red Panda.
Maybe hop in the Red Panda. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already in it. Yep.
Red Panda's coming around. He drops a UAV.
I think it's a bit too far though, but he didn't want to risk it.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
2D20 is opting for the wide route. They're going high.
There we go. There's the Kappa cap. So Dubious, they realize, okay, they're like saddle side. They decide, let me just try to see if I can grab Kappa, and that's what he's doing here. And ME assaults knows. Bucks knows. He's looking in the direction.
Has been killed, so they're back to being unscouted.
We have possession of Kappa.
They might be able to see them from the island now. I don't know if you can hop in an island.
All of ME's assaults have been there. Yeah, they're all looking at the D5 spot, Gamma spot.
2D20's waiting for their Hatamoto and their Flea, and they're basically holed up in the back of the city right now. They're just chilling.
Let me see them here. Yep, there we go. But ME has already read this like a book. They have all their assaults positioned, looking in this general direction. And I think the Flea, oh, okay, never mind.
Flea takes decent amount of damage, 8%.
Wow. Flea's leg is already cored from 2D20 side. He gets scouted. I think this is gonna trigger ME's responses.
Well, if they could get to these buildings over here, they could cross, and that's really their best bet, because that's the minimum amount of distance required to get on them without taking a bunch of damage. If they can get up to where Terror is and the Flea and then cross to the island, I think that's a pretty good shot for them. ME, I feel like they need to be backpedaling right now.
Yeah, who's the assault just right in the yeah, Paradox needs to start backing up in the Annie here. He's way too far up. We can see the ME lights on the side, by the way. Getting ready.
Yeah, they're ready to jump in the back, but I mean they're isolated still a bit. Dubious, found out about that. Took a nice shot.
Yeah, but just ME has just such a solid trade position. 2D20 doesn't even want to push into this.
They've changed their mind.
Yeah, they see all the assaults looking at them. They don't think they can push into that. Let's see their next movement. Oh, by the way, Red Panda just has full scouting information now. Sees the entire team shifting back right. Just pop-tarting him. Might be taking a little bit of damage here.
Yeah, also, ME also has a 2 cap, so this match still very much is in 2D. Looks like
2D20 now has their assaults on Gamma, yeah. But
they're sitting in an airstrike.
Yeah. Red Panda is just placing strikes and just denying the cap really well right now. And remember, ME has 2 lights at their disposal, so a lot's riding on 2D20's 1 flea to kind of scout and
He's
take caps.
He's pushing up. He's trying to get some damage in on Dubious, it looks like.
Yeah, Dubious is playing really close to the enemy right now. Leg's already a little bit damaged here. But he has his Overwatch right next to him.
ME is still definitely holding out on the island, but it appears that they're moving up. They're moving up towards the dock area, possibly.
I mean, they might just be playing the middle of the water. They want to move up their dock assaults, most likely. Yeah. Okay, so they have Gamma now. 2D20 has Gamma.
Yeah, but there is a 100-point lead advantage on
There
caps.
is,
It's going to take some time for this.
A lot of time.
Meanwhile...
Yeah, I was about to check. Emmy's going for Theta right now.
Dubious is on the way. It might... it's still not great. If they were going to... If somebody was trying to fight, as soon as they see Theta Flash, they know they're down at back.
Yeah,
however,
see how Terror reacts
so
in a
well.
flea. Yeah. Okay, let's see how Terror reacts. Terror instantly looks back to Theta and he's going for it. Or seems to be wanting to go for it. Yeah, there we go. Classic reaction here. He's like, let me see what's up, Theta. I think he's scared to go by himself. He does see the Firestarter. The Firestarter scouted us, so he should know that it's only a flea on Theta right now.
Majority of the ME is very fresh. They're basically just taking pot shots onto 2D20 as they can. Charger and a flea moving towards maybe they'll use the
Red Panda is doing a really good job pop-tarting these assaults this entire time. Yeah. This Canadian in the Skokomesh can't really do anything against him. Taking a lot of free damage here. Oh wow, Paradox in the Annie has moved up all the way to the top, taking this Spirit Quest all the way to the top of E5 here. He's gonna go to where Red Panda is and just look down on the team.
2D20 is now flipping Theta. This might be...
Yes.
I don't see ME pushing in on this, but...
Terror in a flea.
2D20 is just getting picked down fairly hard. A lot of their mechs are well damaged. Indigo Man and the Charger CT almost opened.
Let's go back to Red Panda here, who's been poking. Red Panda has
Zeus is also open CT. Canadian Cyrus. The Charger of Leaf is kind of, on the fresher side.
Theta is controlled
Off and
by
up.
the enemy.
Yeah, they're making a way for the ME Docomex to start making a move here. I think they're moving up. Yeah, there we go. Bucks and Johnny Black right now.
And to finish, they feel comfortable that they've softened them enough that they can take this fight.
Yep. They've done a good job not taking damage. And now we see the DACA assaults in action here. Yep. Instantly obliterating Leaf in the Charger. One down. Bravo is called next. Second Charger.
Johnny Black, it looks like they're going for his legs on the Mauler, but they're not able to really... His legs open now. Not before they took Indigo Man down.
Assaults literally fighting all 4 of the assaults from 2D20. Bucks and Johnny.
Johnny Black goes down finally. Not before Plato goes down. Looks like they're focusing on Bucks next. The Canadian Cyrus goes down.
Oh my god, we see Bucks going for like a hat trick. His war horns is just going mad. There we go. Nice move up by the assaults.
And there goes
Perfect example of like knowing what you can do at what time.
Yeah, they had a lot of time to soften them up, and with Red Panda up,
they were patient.
Probably knew like, hey, this guy's weak, this guy's weak, this guy's weak.
Yeah.
We're very fresh. Let's get this match. Let's pressure our advantage and take this win.
We have Gamma.
I really liked the way they played this balanced deck out with the 2 ranged assaults and 2 DACA assaults. And they did that for a reason. They were like, okay, we know we might run into a push here, so they didn't go full trade on their assaults. That's kind of what scared off the push at the very beginning.
Yeah. I mean, Sorter and Hatamoto was doing damage. 726 was able to definitely do work the whole match,
Mm-hmm.
but it just wasn't enough when the Chargers, aren't really able to do anything because they
Yeah,
can't get in range and they're pulling 150, 160 damage.
exactly.
If you look at, ME's damage across the board, they're pulling 600 damage each. The Lights are pulling 300. Even the Flea and Dubious 382.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the
And
lobby here.
we're going for a team swap, right?
Team swap. Yep. I think for 2D20 for that deck to work better, perhaps they needed to just push straight across the island.
I think once they were at that point, that call just needed to be made.
Yeah. I think that was their best chance of winning. The moment they backed off, I don't know how they could have.
Yeah, you just lose all momentum that you had, even if it was a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
You just lost it all. It's very tough to recover a push
For
from
sure.
that position.
For sure. So this is currently 4-0 in MEU's favor. We're on to the last drop. Crimson Straight. ME has used a lot of their trading mechs, though. They've used all their Corsairs. I believe they've used all of their Stalkers. And an Annihilator.
They used one Stalker on HPG and one on Crimson.
So
They
they have
still
one
have.
Stalker.
They have one Stalker.
One Stalker, two Annies.
Mhm.
Marauders. They've been doing a very good job of scouting and then reacting. Scouting
Yes.
and then reacting.
Yes, absolutely.
We see
The
these
Lights have
guys
been playing a
moving
crucial
here.
role.
Yes, their Lights have been doing great. Scout, react. Their traders have been communicating amongst themselves. Hey, when you shoot this, we shoot this. They've been very coordinated. A very strong showing so far.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, both teams locked.
Let's
Last
get
match.
this last match on the way. Radio tower on top of the volcano? Not a volcano. Big rock. I don't know. It's a nice spot to stay. Waiting for the dropships to land. Nice view of the crescent-shaped cove.
Oh, there's no way we see it again. We see Orions again on the side of 2D20. The same variant as well, by the way. There's no way.
It's snub SRM6.
Oh my gosh, they're humoring
Or
me.
AC20 SRM6.
Yeah, they are, right?
Dude,
Yeah,
we
there
have to
go.
bring these mechs in the drop just for you, man. You just love
They
these
really
mechs.
did. They did it just for me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is full brawl. Like they don't want to stop now.
Adversely, with MEU, it looks like they have...
Kappa is under enemy control.
Yep. Final Corsair
And then a
or their
stalker,
second one.
blue laser stalker.
And a stalker. Yep. So again, this mixed deck of 2 DACA assaults, 2 sniping assaults, and 2 lights.
And they're going for the island control, it looks like.
Yep, from the very beginning. Let's see how, because this is pretty much the same deck as last game from Emmy. Same kind of play style. Let's see if
That
2D20 does something
pushing with this brawl. That's not... I don't feel like that's what you want to do with a brawl per se. I feel like...
Let's look at Red Panda. Red Panda's about to get a scout here. I think he might have spotted them.
Maybe?
Oh, Johnny Black sees the Orion across the water. Sees him peeking. So they see an Orion. They know it's a push, or at least they're wary. Dubious is just scouting Theta.
Once again, 2D has placed themselves in this position. They have a brawl deck, and they have a large distance to cover.
Yeah, this is
And they're being softened up.
kind of scenario here. The exact kind of
Resource
scenario.
point Theta is ours.
See if they do something different. Again, they're just kind of trying to do this 2-cap thing and wait for them to come in. Maybe this time they'll try to peek less, try to take less damage on the initial half of the game.
Unfortunately, when you're trying to do this 2-cap thing with this, you need like a big
Exactly.
try and hold Theta or ambush Theta, and they don't really have that with it. The Terror and the Zeus back here to cover for their fire starter, but I don't know if that's... And Red
Yep.
pushing up with Doobie.
Yep, they're looking for some info. They're looking for Gamma. And we can see the
They're taking
DACA
Gamma.
assaults by M. He's already moving up to try and
They're getting Gamma for free. There's nothing coming down on them.
they just can't because they're the DACA assaults are
Okay, they
peeking
got a
through
strike
the
on it. They were
bridges here.
able to deny it with the strike.
Yep.
And it looks like Terror and the Zeus is now in a position where he can pop out and slap. That's nice. Okay, got some damage on Dubs. Dubs' legs taking some damage. Before Zeus's arm takes a little bit of damage there as well. Red Panda's coming in for the cap. They really want to get this cap. Meanwhile, their DACA assaults are pushing up into the city. Me is getting a little froggy here.
Get into Dubious here.
Bit of a brawl. Switching to the
These lights are just playing so aggressively, and they're just not really getting punished too hard.
I mean, Dubious's leg is almost open.
Yeah.
Red Panda's
and they
pretty
haven't-
fresh.
They haven't really made too much of a dent on Gamma.
Yeah, and Terror's
So,
also
quite a
very
bit to
fresh
get.
as well. But the thing is, not really in position.
No,
They're
just-
both respecting
playing a
each
bit
other very
patiently.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're still trying to wait for their range to soften them up.
The
They just want to repeat
two
last game.
ME traders are still holding the island. Well, it appears that Bucks is backing up. Maybe they're expecting a push right now. Time on the cap of Gamma, just securing that cap more and more for them. 2D20 does hold the 2 cap. Dubious Squirrel from ME going for Theta. He will probably... Is my guess.
There we go. Yeah. See him on Theta right now. Again, let's see the reaction by the light mech on the 2D20 side of Indigo. They're in tunnel right now, so
they're still holding this tunnel entrance where they can deny Gamma. Okay, well it's being touched.
Both their cats are being touched at the same time.
They're denying Gamma just fine. Theta, on the other hand, they're not really.
We can see the
Indigo Man's reacting now.
The Orion and Hatamoto are trying to wrap around these Daka assaults here. They're trying to make a move, trying to make a pincer. Take a look at Leaf. He's about to ridge peak one of the MEU Daka assaults here. I think he's waiting for the Orion, and they're gonna do a power move here.
It's a good time to do it with Theta being capped right now,
Yep.
and they know there's someone still
to go
on
in first.
Gamma.
They're gonna reach peak. All right, let's see if
pushing
they can take
on
down
the
model
Bucks.
quickly. Yeah, but the Overwatch from the year large.
Yeah, and Johnny Black's coming as well. Onto the Javelin.
Plato is just going in, but he just gets targeted instantly from 2 different angles.
Leaf kind of backed off there a bit.
Leaf kind of left him, and then he kept pushing forward. Plato.
Looks like they're going for Johnny Black next.
Okay, Hare's looking for
Johnny's
Johnny.
pretty fresh, but his legs are going down. Leaf is still holding up. Still trying to focus on Johnny.
One more shot on that left leg. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, they need to turn to get Bucks now.
Yep.
Not before Zeus goes down.
Skoko was XL. Again, him just in the back, still farming, had 100%. Bucks and a Mauler. Oh, there's one shot in the leg. There we go.
Here goes Bucks.
Sorter takes him down. But again, Gahim in the back is just he's just farming. He's relaxing.
Yep. Able to comfortably farm from the back of the map.
Same with Paradox as well. In the higher position, sees the entire battle unfold, shooting all the. Here we go.
This might be a situation where 2D20 could just back off and just go back to holding these caps and keeping these brawl mechs close to a cap. It looks like that's what the way. Possibly.
It's one shot CT though. I think they're just trying to get into cover here.
Yeah, but even still, it's still a threat. Maybe they haven't locked him in a while. Maybe Emmy doesn't know. We just back up, go into this tunnel.
Dubious and Panda both. Oh,
they're going for Theta, it appears like.
Yeah.
Okay, Indigo Man is very fresh. The fire starter from 2D20 is very fresh.
Okay. I think it relies on him.
He could kill these lights.
He can kill these lights. Yeah, he can kill these lights.
Okay, the lights are coming in on Kathy, it looks like. Hey, Indigo, you need to get some leg action.
Yeah, let's see if I can get to him. There we go. He's on these lights now. Both Javelin's legs are cored now.
Dubious is almost leg. Dubious is dead.
One shot by Katie.
Okay, Red Panda's also legs are both very soft. Basically one shot. If Indigo peeks this corner, he's gonna be at these legs. He's playing a little cagey. Maybe he peeks. No, he's not really feeling it. I would run away. If I'm him, I'd be trying to leave.
He should know that. Oh, Game sneaks. Game makes his move on the island here, and he's fresh. This is gonna be rough for. Yeah, the Corsair snipes his leg. And he's stuck on the wall. Oh, that's a terrible way to end it off.
3 at least. Legs.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah, the javelins were so low on their legs. They're
yeah.
Could have been a
Red Panda was basically one sweep from death.
Let's see, yeah.
Good try from a really good try. This map, 5-0 in MEU's favor. Really good going from them.
Really knowing how to play these balanced decks and using each other and making openings for the mechs that can't do stuff at the beginning of the game and allowing them.
Paradox and the Corsair is so fresh.
Yeah, same with they're both at 100%. Oh no, never mind. Hold on.
I mean, Gaheem,
my thing
it's
is
like
bugged.
inconsequential damage. It's just
Yeah.
it's 10% gone, but it doesn't even show on the
Yeah.
paper at all what's damage. It's just, you know, a little bit of damage.
Completely fresh, yeah. Same with the Stalker.
It's because they killed all on the map.
Yes.
Thing for them to do. Red Panda getting Epsi. I believe that ticking over will end the match.
Yep.
Yes, it did.
Let's see. Yeah, again. Buck's doing amazing damage in the Mauler. Both traders doing very respectable damage on the island throughout the entire match.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, high DPS Mauler like that, and he was on the flank. He was able just to come up behind them and just start slapping.
And then Sorta did not too bad. 430 in that Orion. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I was also happy with that leg shot on the
It was really clean.
by Kathy. Just one shot killed both legs. Nice. Very nice on the javelin.
GG's from both teams here as we come out of the match. Thanks for casting, Django.
Of course.
Thanks for the teams for playing.
Always fun.
I'll have to see you guys later for a see, the next match we are doing is
It's DSC, right?
yeah, it's in possibly DSC. I haven't found out if they said that's something they're willing to do or not. I'll have to check in with them on that. But yeah, GG's guys.
GG's.